Great things. Is it on? I think it's on. It looks on. I'm trusting that it's on. Audio levels or whatever. Alright. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, that's fine. It's all fine. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Alright, anyway, yes. Hello. Bottles of booze. For me? Thank you. Nah, it's someone else's. I'm gonna reward you, Light. What are they gonna do? They can't stop us from drinking their booze. So, last week on Dragon Ball Z, Garlemald things. We basically did the entire First Legion arc. We said hello to the goddess Quintus. We got a good taste of Garlean propaganda. Found out this place is absolutely horribly wrecked. And we've resolved the conflicts with minimal violence. And after brokering peace and starting to give aid to the Garleans, we are going to chat with our friend Y'shtola for a well-deserved rest and respite from the activities before the grand companies of Eorzea continues our task of pushing forward into the Garlemald. Oh, I haven't been up here. I'll be up there shortly. Oh no, you'll be up there. That's the moon. All right, and then we're gonna go forth and get rid of the Talafari threat and all that other stuff. But first, series of cutscenes. We'll play in sequence. I think it was Shadowbringers, but basically several cutscenes will play in sequence as shorthand for you're going to be doing random ass duties. I think Dawn Trail, there's a couple of cutscenes in sequence that are actually cutscenes in sequence. But until then, we're just always playing with a duty whenever several cutscenes play in sequence. So we have now set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. And we're going to settle down for a restful supper. Keeping an eye out for job trainers again. Or in those cutscenes. So far, nothing.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
It may actually be when the end times start that we're going to be seeing more job trainers. Now that I'm thinking about
We
it.
left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
Getting ahead of myself.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Oh, technically the Dragoon trainer. We already saw him. Beginning of the that relationship. All we gotta do is tormenting him with his nightlight spell. Haha, I'm doing magic.
Warmth. At last.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Lamentorum smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did? We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you, you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back!
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Also, yes, machinist.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
Thaumaturges as well. Those are all people that we saw in that big Alamiga throne room cutscene.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
Oh, look, he's getting along.
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible. Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged.
He said there's nothing funny in it. He didn't say there wasn't any emotions at all. It was a crying potion. Oh, we bamboozled him good.
Company of Eorzea. The Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you.
Clown juice. Where's clown juice? Let's make it. Alchemy recipe, what level?
Tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
Interesting. Some of these camera angles, you can actually see the Garlean eye under Lucia's headband. Oh, asshole choice. I don't want to be an asshole in this, but what we're doing.
Indeed. We can but do our utmost to unite these disparate peoples and lead them to victory.
Stoic nod.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Vortal will be along. Or he won't.
On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
Those are the two options for Vortal being here. Either he's here or he's not. I know there's a number of people that watch the VODs after the fact. Something I couldn't do on Twitch. The flower's happy.
Thank you for inviting me today.
What? Emperor Varus?
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
We've been kidnapped.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
Look at him, the high resolution wine bottle textures.
Good morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh. So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo.
He was the second boss in the Alamigo dungeon. This was one of the loose ends that they wanted to tie up in Endwalker, because just having the ability to initiate soul extraction on command was something that they had to address at some point, particularly if they wanted to leave Garlemald behind. The soul rebels!
His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his Mindjack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
On one hand, the Ascians having Mindjack technology is, well, I suppose they could have had that anyway, but it's lying around. On the other hand, it's Fandaniel who has it. So when this whole thing is over, we're like, okay, no one's gonna be mindjacking anymore. We could reasonably put that back on the shelf at least until break glass in case of emergency. Calyx is kicking around. I don't know. No. Not give me back my body. No. This is the I'm working overtime and not being paid for it. It's such a pain in the arse.
Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine? I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes. Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate.
Oh, I just realized what that line is. Very well, Fandaniel. Very well. Oh, Snooty, you are at the absolute right time. Yeah, this line. Daddy is pleased. Very good. Very good. And Walker does have these moments that, like, in the moment you just think Fandaniel's being cute and cheeky, and he is. And yet.
Exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solasos Galvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their anima.
Name drop.
It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight.
I'm still working with the theory that the Garlemald expansion was supposed to be like the whole thing. So like it would end with Zodiark. The way that like the amount of lead up to Anima really makes me think that it was supposed to be the 89 trial, and then you end the expansion fighting Zodiark, which is such a badass thing. But because they've scrunched everything together, Anima has been demoted to a dungeon boss, but we still get all of the run up that was planned, all of the pacing.
And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe.
Particularly, like, you think back when they introduced the Warrior of Light for Seed of Sacrifice. Like, here's a whole cutscene about the Warrior of Light. When they introduced any primal, any trial, there's like the lead up. We're gonna make a lot of fun of this for Farley Garmunda One of many botched things. Anyway, I'm talking over a really good scene. I'm sorry, guys.
The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design. We do not agree, my lord.
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery.
That walk.
Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone.
We're not pleased with this.
At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger. And it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion. But clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself.
Hey, it's mine.
Or together.
Together.
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak. We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
Sitting up. So there were some fist clenches in that scene, but they weren't the fist clench, so I'm not counting it. Like we need the sound effect. We need the focus up on the fist. We were specific about this.
Is. Your camp, I believe.
I love how he changed his outfits while teleporting. Peak Fandaniel. No notes, just beautiful.
If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue. Tempered soldiers, withstanding orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Duty calls. Oh, that's it. This is how we can look at what these buddies are. Okay, so Rampart, fight or flight. Is all we get. Vulcan being a Garlean. Time to feel yourself with that new body. Might I suggest a little fight to the death? Glory be to Garlemald. Note that I do the in the upper right corner, that's the no auto heal debuff. So when you're done with this, you are wrecked.
Capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
Yeah, so for buffs, Tempered Imperial has breathed his last. Fortune Shoulder was carrying a medical kit. You may use medical kits to restore depleted HP. When you only carry a limited number, more can be found by inspecting falling soldiers. Oh, no, there it is. Ah, feels better. So my buffs are Borrowed Flesh and Auto Heal Penalty, which is the same one from Deep Dungeons. What did you want me to do? Oh, we're paying respect. We're being nice. Silent prayer for the deceased. Being possessing of your own body, you may have had the capacity to subdue rather than slay the tempered soldier. In this battle, you're unable to use the full extent of your powers. To recap broken glass, you should avoid combat whenever possible. If you're discovered, your foes will give chase. The Magitech units are especially powerful, and your chances of defeating them in your current state are slim at best. Don't do it, idiot. Da, 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 da. Come on. Medical kit. Are you for Rizzle? Get out of it. Medical kit. Medical kit. Go this way. Across the street. Medical kit! No, no, no. Away, away with you. Shoo, shoo. 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 Bad temper Imperial. Good day, sir. I said good day. Ah, damn it. Aha. Find the Magic Reaper's identification key and fuel. Hello, Wounded Imperial. Bash has got my hand. We prepare to let you know should work. Take this key. If you run out of cerulean, you might be able to find more in the wreckage. The whole place is just, it's crawling with death. Yes. Yes, yes. Let's not go that way. Don't. Small sack. Medical kit. Ugh, where's the wreckage with the ceruleum? I don't remember the medical kits upon reflection. Although you had to have used them because you don't heal. I remember the not healing. Ugh. This way then. Don't. Oh my god. You what? You what? Get out of it. Oh yeah, right. Ooh. Sneaky Trixie. I think I'm gonna have to fight this guy. Oh, maybe not. Small sack. Viola. Ooh, it's Salut. Ooh, I have a small hot kicking. Sneak in, grab it. Damn it. Where's the frickin' cerulean? East Imperial. There's a wrecked Magitech Reaper. Oh, there's another one. Fuel concealing records. Ah. I'm carrying this now? Oh, that's mean. Alright, there we go. Back the way we came. Oh man, this hot. So nice. Hots are so hot right now. I have to go this way. Immobilized. Reinforcements. Oh, I'm in trouble. Aiming is not as easy as it looks. You out of range of me. There it is. Disembark. No! Away! Away! Shoot! 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 Get it. Get out of it. Eh? You there, please help us. We'll help the people in need. He's got a Starless jacket. Hello. This way. Yeah, I'm following you. Come on. Go, go. They think I'm an Imperial. Me and this mob are gonna run this place. Uno más. I'm not tanking. Tank stance off. They found us. Get ready. Wreck these fools. Rage of Halone. No, my face. Medical kit. Medical kit. Come on, everybody. Fading consciousness. Struggling to maintain consciousness after being gravely wounded. Unable to escape the blast, you begin to lose consciousness. Buddy, I'm on a controller. This is the thing that I'm really good at on a controller. I have 5 stacks of at death's door. Gravely wounded, unable to stand, but still clinging to consciousness. I've lost my medical kits. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm losing stacks of Crawley. Here we go. Done it!
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna, and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Eulas? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Fandaniel doesn't have a wall, but he'll still pout.
For a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
I do enjoy this scene, and sort of the general dynamic of the Scions, because you're not the smart one. So when things go wrong that involve you, you're just like, oh wait, the smart ones will help. It's also a fun conversation to hear about people talking about you when you're not there.
Well, time to call off the search.
Case closed.
That's her, over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But...
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now. All's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Who are you?
The ruse lasts 5 seconds. Really, if it was anybody but the Crystal Exarch, this would have worked. Like, if this was Alfino instead of Graha, We have a dead twin on the ground. We have... Alright, no. Get away. Get away from her, you bitch! Here doesn't sound nearly as nice.
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go.
The effect has run its course. I'll be talking about this in a bit. Actually, I had a lot of questions that this has answered.
But where are my manners? We have all traveled so very far, and I have yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them, heedless of the delay, predictable to a fault, and so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether, and then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days.
Still posing. Cannot have a conversation normally. God bless.
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake. All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
So I'm not dead yet.
I am pleased to report you are very much alive.
everything in working order?
It's not hate, Xenos, it's love. That's what you never understood till it was too late.
That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly.
A bit poorly.
A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Fandaniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babil.
Woo, Babil! Don't do it. And we're back! See, this is probably one of the most iconic seconds in Endwalker. It hits like every note. It's so good. It's like there's a desperation. You're getting messed with. Again, like I had mentioned before, the soul extraction needed to be addressed as to, is it on a shelf somewhere? When I played through this the first time, there were two issues that I had with it. But I feel like they're mostly addressed. Now, I still feel like this set piece was part of a larger thing that was going on. And it still sort of bothers me that, like, you show up and then Fandaniel's like, well, I guess you win. We're going to put you back in your body. But there's a couple of things that was mentioned here that I didn't pick up the first time around because I was just so swept up in the moment. Thing number one, in the very, very beginning, when you get swapped over, Fandaniel does mention that there is a time limit. Which, going back to the Alamigo dungeon, I think if you don't reconnect with your body after a certain amount of time, you're just done. And so we can imply that Fandaniel's enhancements was to allow the soul extraction to last longer. So the understanding when Fandaniel then says we're out of time, or this has come to an end, is basically the soul extraction is about as long as it can go before you're permanently damaged. And ultimately, if Xenos's object of affection, shall we say, ends up dying before he gets to fight it, he's going to be very mad. So the we got to give it back to you, that part of it makes sense. Two, I was sort of wondering why the hell Xenos cared to begin with this whole dog and pony show. And because it's like, all he wants to do is fight the Warrior of Light. That's all he wants to do. That is all he has ever wanted to do. And so him going along with this weird traipsing about, which feels like a very Fandaniel thing, just to mess with you and then undo it when you leave. He specifically mentions two things. One, that he understands that the Warrior of Life is probably looking past him, and don't worry, I'm getting better and stronger. And two, this is Xenos' real, like, stalker fantasy here, where he's just like, when I had to do this back when you killed me, and I was running around in a different body, it was a real eye-opening experience, and I think you would really benefit from doing this as well. So those are the two big pieces, at least for me, because at the end of this, I was just like, damn, this is a good set piece, but it felt out of place. I was like, okay, hang on a minute. So Xenos has the single most powerful body on Eorzea, just walking around with it. Why would you give it back? And then it's just like, well, the whole idea behind this end times is just to get rid of the Warrior of Light. Why do you unkidnap her? But ultimately, this is just Xenos foreplay that you're forced to go along with. And it's as much a test for him as it is for you, I guess. So yeah, I'm actually really glad I went through this again, because this part has always bothered me, because it felt like there was an extra chunk of it that's still missing. I still believe that there is, but having played through it again, it's sort of like, it does feel like it stands on its own without something that they had to cut in order to make Endwalker work. Anyway, ramble over. I will require a detailed report on what occurred whilst you were not yourself. For the contingent, of course. It can wait until later. For now, it's enough that you've returned. Maxima, how you doing? The body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Let us pray it is so, for I doubt it will be better off in the care of Xenos or Fandaniel. Yes, something I enjoy about this is that they never take the helmet off, so you never know who it is. It's a nice touch. Thank heavens you're you again. Gave me quite a fright. Useless. Whatever that was, let's not do it again, eh? Come on. People I haven't talked to. Be certain you've recovered. You mustn't push yourself, especially after an experience like that. No apologies necessary, least of all to me. If anything, there's a strange comfort knowing I'm no longer the only one to have been used as a villain's puppet. Though I pray you'll be the last. Thancred, who'll never let himself live it down. Full glad I am to see thee awake and restored to thine own flesh once more. Stole anything? Yes, 'tis still you. My apologies. I realized too late that the ether emanating from the tower was distorting my perception. 'Twas likely a temporary effect, but I remain wary. This does make sense because Estola mentioned earlier that this whole area is basically making her nauseous. Certain that you're well, nothing out of place, no missing bits. I forgot to check my bags. Good, though I won't promise the same for Fandaniel and Xenos after I'm through with them. Bless you, Ali say. Yes. Prelude to the final days. This ends now. Is it ending now? Oh, it's ending now. Ether current, guys. You're well enough to make your report. One report later. Anima was summoned with the corpse of Emperor Varus. There's depravity no bounds. And it seems not. More to the point, we can surmise that wave of ether issued not from the Tower of Babil, but from the primal lurking within it. A primal whose cry rang rather more loudly in your ears than ours. If you were taken to the tower itself, then this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is the beating heart of the Telophori's machinations. In which case, we have some highly relevant information. As many of you know, ever since we dispatched troops to free the Leveliers, we've been developing a plan to infiltrate the tower. According to Thancred and his scouts, the main structure is lousy with tempered and enemy magitech. Furthermore, the road leading to it has collapsed, making it difficult to approach it in numbers. You can actually go to the collapsed bridge if you run up to the building itself in town. Thus, we propose dividing our forces into two parties, one to distract and one to infiltrate. The diversionary force will be comprised of the Asgardian, Gridanian, and Lamentorum delegations. They will begin the construction of bridges to make the Telophori believe we are marching upon the tower. Meanwhile, the best suited of our Alamegan, Ul'dan, and Eastern comrades will use a different method of ingress. Look here. We circled the map. The facility marked in red is the Enchilada, a vast magitech manufactory, in ruins now, of course. But the freight tunnel connecting it to the erstwhile Imperial Palace remains intact. While the Telophori's attention is elsewhere, our infiltration force can use it to enter the tower undetected. Be aware, however, that the underground rail network remains very much operational. Did you hear that, Vortel? The underground rail network remains very much operational.
Good, it fucking better. At least we're not in London, I suppose.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because then it'd be down all the time. Actually, that's Glasgow. Glasgow's more of an issue. Never mind. My bad. Sorry, Londoners. I know none of you are watching, but still.
Imagine if now's the one time the Londoner wakes up and says, "I am offended, sir."
I woke up for my midnight insult from the internet, and I found it. Thank you, sir.
I know. Here we go. Here's a random stream on YouTube. Notoriously difficult for finding new streamers to watch. Here's a random person playing Final Fantasy to like 3 people. Let's go watch it. They tune in. Immediate insult on their rail system. There's a universe somewhere where that happened. Maybe we're close enough to it that it's funny. If they can carry their materiel, they can carry us too, providing we sneak aboard unseen. Scions will lead the infiltration party. Once inside, you must locate and dispatch Fandaniel and Xenos. Oh yeah. You will save the people who guard them all now. It's time we ended this once and for all now. I'll have my vengeance yet. Or if Light is mad. Angy, perhaps. We'll get our fill, you and me both. Alice also wants blood. How quickly can we enact this plan? Fandaniel made it quite clear that haste is a priority. Paramount concern, then, assuming he didn't name the Tower of Babil on a whim. In Amon's time, it meant Gateway of the Gods. Xande used it to refer to a void gate, but in this case, it almost certainly alludes to something altogether greater. The eldest and most powerful of primals. All the more reason to act now. The rest of the contingent is aware of the plan and are ready to move at a moment's notice. You are to proceed north to Forum Patens. Lisa's group will meet you there. As ever, we are grateful for your foresight. Moment we've been waiting for. Spare no effort in your preparations. I'm always prepared. I have spared effort, though.
I'll assume you'll be running this with trusts?
Yes.
Cool.
So
I don't have to log in?
Nope.
Because I don't think you're going to get to the other one thing in time.
No way.
Also, yeah, I did miss the best parts. Unfortunately, my alarm was not set up correctly. I actually think what probably happened was they're fucking around with the power an awful lot in this house, and I actually think they might have accidentally bumped all the power out.
Oh,
so
no.
The alarm clock was reset.
That's like my top 10 paranoias. Is that like in the middle of the night the power will go out and then my alarm will reset and then I'll wake up late. Like I have come extremely close to buying a UPS specifically for my alarm clock. But I'm like, how bad is your OCD, you idiot? Just let it happen if it happens.
I should have used the phone.
To
be honest, it's not connected to anything.
I have one of those old school alarm clocks. Like I think everybody uses a phone now.
What, the ones where you twist the back?
Oh my god, I wish I had one of those. Yeah, the thing is that if you've got your charger and set up, and again, this is the vast majority of the human population, I'm pretty sure, will just have their phone next to them. But I've just used an alarm clock my whole life, and I just can't use the phone. I'll use my phone for like traveling, because I'm not gonna pack my alarm clock. Anyway, Magni. The sun does not sneak. However, he will travel this path of yours, and those who walk with him will bask in his radiance. I am to accompany you into the tower. It is an honor as ever. Damn these frigid lands. She's mad. Fire 4 will wake her up. Way into the tunnel is clear. We've made sure of it. We just get in there before we freeze, especially you. Although she'll be on the other foot once we're in, believe you me, a good fight should warm us right up. My alarm clock is a CD player, which is how old this damn thing is. I used to have I think I had a Borderlands 2 soundtrack in there, and I'd use it to wake up. But then I think there was a track I think one of the tracks that I had on there was like super ambient, so like you would wake, like it would be playing but you wouldn't hear it. So I just went back to the old school alarm clock, like the My phone alarm clock is Lost Woods though, from Ocarina of Time. Nothing wrong with the old school alarm clock. Nintendo had the balls to sell that fancy play music digital alarm clock. I was interested in it conceptually, and then I saw it was like $130, and I'm like, are you mental? What part of this?
I was kind of... I was very much put off of that alarm clock because it was like bundled in this weird, like, turn your life into Nintendo type setting that they had when they were showing it off, and
it was a little cultish, yes, but like I looked at it and I'm like, again, I'm an alarm clock person, and I'm like, oh, Nintendo alarm clock. It was was it like a pipe or like it was some Mario themed paraphernalia. And I'm just like, oh, and it'll play like the Mario tunes. I'm just like, it's a pretty good idea. I was like, what is this like? Gonna be 30, 40 bucks? 130. Like, what? Are you out of your gourd?
But it's got the Nintendo seal of quality.
God, disgusting. The rate of interest completely falling away. It's got ink long dry, has that you are awake effect. It starts with chimes, then sounds like Big Ben. Sonic, very school lovely. So yeah, this is also what's fun about alarm clocks, is that some of them, like, you get novelty ones, fun toys. Maybe I should look into this again. Buy some stupid alarm clock with some theming on it.
Does the Sonic alarm clock play the drowning theme?
Oh my god!
That would get people. That would get people up. That would get people up so fast.
Dude, my blood pressure would spike. It's so true. All right, Magni, barely enough cloth to swaddle a newborn. Clearly, you've spent too long around this feral dog of a Dothrel. Watch your tongue, fool, as I feed it to the crows. You will see who's the fool when you freeze to death. Expect me not to warm your ill-prepared hide. These furs are for myself and for my Nama alone. Said I be blessed to meet her this day. Oh, loud ringing bells. I mean, that'll get you up too. As if any woman of worth would wish to be warned by you, little son. Ah, she remembers. She finds just a warrior within. She will bask in my glorious flame. Stop, both of you. Save your fire for the enemy. As for extra furs, I have plenty to spare. As do we. By the by, the Valentine's Day event is not terribly subtly pushing the Sadu Serena ship, which I'm like perfectly fine with, because it's just anything that makes Magni more upset is hilarious.
Wait, I must have missed that part of the event.
After you finish the quest, you can walk around and there's a whole bunch of just random NPCs.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
I guess spoilers for a holiday event. Cover your ears for the next 10 seconds, but you see the Waki Kimeki crafters and gatherers are in the crowd. Gaius shows up with, I believe, the surviving person from the weapon project. No, actually, I think it was a human. So maybe it was. I just saw Gaius standing next to the big cake, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" Pulled me right out of it. But yeah, over in the corner is Sadu and Serena, and they're chatty. As is the case with all events, always have a wander around the event area, and you'll be able to find some familiar and fun faces. You're friends with the idiot who is obsessed with all side quests. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. I'm not stopping, and you can't make me. Actually, you probably could make me.
I've done every side quest in the game.
Excited about
this.
But
I will admit, half of them I haven't paid attention to.
Oh, I've forgotten half of them myself. Like I was idly running through some of the ones in Camp Broken Glass and trying to, like, what was this one about? I have no idea. It's been so long. I mean, I've done them all. Some of them are familiar. This should show up at Nero. I wish. that married couple's fighting somewhere. Actually, where are they doing? I know where Nero is. I guess Sid's just in Ironworks by default until something happens. Happy to have you guys be my storytellers. God bless you, Snooty. Yeah, Nero is actually... Huh. I wonder if Nero's going to show up in the planet exploration stuff.
Somebody else is going to have to tell me.
Well, now I have a reason to go to the third planet. I was already on the third planet. They have a goddamn awesome glamour. Well, technically they have two. The captain outfit that they have is really good, but now they have a commander's outfit. And it's like armor with like the fur on the shoulders, which is like my weakness aesthetically. I was doing a little bit of it the other day. If you like doing leave quests, then you'll enjoy that. All of the sort of the hype and the interest about exploring new planets has sort of petered out. It's now that we just know it's Rabbit Star Trek, I'm like, okay, I see what we're doing here. But anyway, sorry, Lise. We're set for battle. Free of unnecessary encumbrances, rather more susceptible to the cold. Let's review our strategy. Quickly, if you don't mind. Why would my weakness be fursuits? I don't own one. They're a commitment.
For one, they're terrifying. For one, they're terrifying as fuck. For two, they're a commitment. For three, they're expensive.
The road trader said we just
stood up. Creepy as all hell.
Snooty, the glamour channel has a picture of it. What it looks like. I don't know if it's tradable. If you get those items out of the store, can you trade them to other people?
I don't imagine so. If you could, it'd actually be a motivation to go do it because it would sell for a fuck ton.
Yeah. The coffers you can sell. I don't know about the individual armor pieces that you could buy out of that. I don't know. Well, not gonna break down fursuits on this channel. You can wear animal furs and dress up as things, and that is separate from what a fursuit is. It's several different dimensions. So I'll leave it at that. All right, people have gone to the enchilada. Let's go. Yeah, if I wasn't getting to Zodiac today before, I definitely not now. Yeah, do that. I had went to the third planet, sort of like on an idle whim, and I was bumping around in the shop, and I saw that outfit. I'm just like, damn it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you saw it. All right, let's get this going. Scions are going forward no matter what. So avoid moving through the group till we're underground, so we'll need to make our ways to the enchilada. See you there. I don't know how to. Where am I supposed to be going? It's Enceladium. I just went with enchilada.
Best thing to do when you're playing Final Fantasy games, if you can't read, just make up the word that it's supposed to be.
It's particularly this game. They go deep into different languages for references about stuff like that. You just let it go. Sans are welcome to our spare furs as well. You might mention that to Urianjay. Just head north. I crave battle, not this insipid chatter. God bless you, Sadhu. A glorious flame? Nay. I would have seen it were it so. I think it's time I was off. If I look at Oriente for more moment, I'm liable to freeze solid. Called it to be nearly a thing. And you're 100% certain you're fit to fight? No odd specters haunting your wake? Nothing feels tingly? I infiltrated the place with Gaius. We took an entirely different route. Is actually an important piece of lampshading. Since then, the whole palace has been reconstructed. It would appear that the path is no longer accessible. Possibly be cold at a time like this. My heart is pounding with anticipation. Stagger our departures not to raise suspicion. You go on ahead. Fear not. No serious wounds have gone untreated. Nor will I stand for being left behind while the rest of you rush headlong into danger, so you needn't bother suggesting it. Love it. Automated Avenger, not today, please. I will not return to.
So it's very likely that structure is based of Enceladus. Let us say pronounce it Enceladus, which is both a moon and a Greek god. Well, not a Greek god; it's a Greek giant, I should say.
Yep, that sounds like it would be.
Enceladium is not actually a word that exists, but that's why I'm assuming that's what it's based on.
Hang on a minute, I want this Chivo, real quick. I don't do anything with Chivo, so I just want to have it because I can.
EXP! He leveled up, let's go!
Okay, maybe achievements give XP, I don't remember that point.
No, discovering the map gives EXP.
Yeah, no, well, here, I'm pointing at the... You can see my chat dialogue.
Oh, yeah,
everybody else can.
I can see the yeah.
Yeah. So there's the XP I got for covering the map, and then there's XP I got for getting that. Maybe it's specifically the mapping the realm achievements give experience. Well, anyway, I'm 88 now. 2 more levels until the 90 gear gets to get pulled on.
I don't think with the way Final Fantasy is programmed, I don't think the achievement gives EXP. I think it checks if you've found every tile on a map and then gives you EXP.
Maybe that's it. So it was
because usually when it comes to the achievements, they tend not to tie it with like any reward you could just get at the time. They always like make you go in and claim the reward.
Okay. Good to see you, Viola. I heard that you collapsed, but were given only the most cursory explanation. I'm glad you recovered and quickly enough to take part in the operation. As you'll have heard, we secured the way in. Some few are to remain behind. Our comrades from Lenti's Tears will lead the way into the station. I'll join you soon. And we're proceeding to the station. Mythological meaning. The name derives from the Greek verb enkeleo, meaning to urge on or to sound the charge. Makes sense for a train station. This is everyone. No, this is Thancred.
Good use of meme.
Got it. Consider the enemy well and truly distracted. The sounds of battle above. Primary objective is, of course, to teleforize leaders. No, that's Pippin. You're right, sorry. But should we be presented with an opportunity to vanquish Anima, we must seize it. If it is indeed the force behind the towers destroying it will deliver our allies from the teleforized reign of terror. I, for one, would not see the Garlean people manipulated any longer, be it by Primal, Ascian, or anything else. But enough of that. We came to help the people of Garlemald, and that's what we're going to do. Together! Till the very end, Walker. Train should be along any moment now. Prepare to board. Everybody's got to do an emote. Except for Stinian, who's just constant. Oh, never mind. He nodded. Oh, we also nodded. I feel like we're logging into a TF2 map where you just see a random hallway and then there's just explosions everywhere. Alright, funny things only. Trainer boarding is meant to carry supplies and armaments and the like. With any luck, we can slip past the tempered as they go about loading the freight. This will be a far more fearsome fight than any Nadam I feel at peace. Maybe it's because I have Sadu, Magnai, and you at my side. Maybe it's because we fight for all Azela and more people besides. There's but one path, that which leads to victory. Likely the anima at least will notice when we enter the tower. There's no point in trying to stay hidden after that. So the time comes, I say don't overthink it, cut a path straight through. At least it's like we're not sneaking anymore. Aye, aye, kill no man. I have not forgotten your instructions. I must settle for crushing the Ironman's toys. Their blue blood will feed my flames. Blue blood is ceruleum, I think? Ceruleum's blue. Your comrades tell me that the Telefri abducted you on the self-same eve they so rudely interrupted our meal. A brazen feat that would make a Buduga proud. But even had it not ended poorly, it was a disappointment in many respects. I have decided that when we return triumphant, the Oranir will hold a far grander feast on the Azim Steppe. You have my permission to attend. We were only able to ascertain that the tunnel connects to the tower. I feel I have little to offer as to the details of the interior or present situation therein. If Fandaniel do you believe we don't have the luxury of time to scout ahead, so we'll have to trust in your instincts. They served us well enough thus far. 'Tis no meager delight to watch Alfine and wow. Okay, never mind. Just gonna not talk to you.
That was amazing slip up. I love that.
God. I'm just gonna leave Oriange in shame.
Alsono and Alvuse.
I'm a little tired today. If Fandaniel truly is Amon, to create a gate through which a primal may pass will not be beyond him. From what I gather, he was utterly brilliant and utterly mad. Assuming Fandaniel intends to make Zodiark serve as a catalyst for the final days, one cannot but wonder if he willingly parted ways with the other Asians long ago. Surely they would not have permitted the very god they created to forestall the world's end to be used in such a way. Fandaniel does not get along with the others. When Xenos murdered Varus, Gaius was upon him in an instant. Seldom have I seen such fury. I won't pretend to know the bond they shared, but pain, fear, rage, I know them well. I know that what can drive a man to drown in them. Though his homeland may have wished for his blade, my lance will roar in his stead. Bro code honored. Estinian. The bro. Also the Azure Dragoon. I'm only too aware that our intervention may not be what many of Garlemald's people want or need right now. Not every tragedy can be laid at the feet of the Telefari. Certainly not that of Licinia and her sister. Nevertheless, we must follow our conscience, and mine has led me here. Alright, bring us home, Alisei. Much as I'd like to be the one to wipe the grin off Fandaniel's smug little face, I haven't lost sight of why we're here. Our ultimate goal is to prevent the Telefri from doing any further harm, no matter how. But if I do get the chance to introduce my fist to his jaw, and God do I hope I do, I won't turn it down. Formal party. What do we got here? Oh yeah, we've got everybody. No. Yes. No. Yes.
Will be ours.
There we go. Now we're bringing Istola. If you can bring Istola, you bring Istola. I feel like it's a hard and fast rule. All right. Will I screw up Anima? Probably not. The mechanics are relatively forgiving on Anima. Like, I remember there was one time, like, I stood in the beam for like a solid 3 seconds before I realized I had to move. I don't think the healer appreciated that, but...
Nobody cares about the healer's feelings.
Oh, no! I care about most healers' feelings. Yeah, but I mean, like, there's the... What's the stereotypical white mage? The Aura female? Is that the trope?
Miqo'te female.
Miqo'te female. Okay.
Miqo'te females are like the scariest to run into. Because you can tell that the only reason they have the Burger King crown is because of the looks and nothing else. You're lucky if they even know where Cure 2 even is on their bars. You're lucky if you'll see a heal, they'll just rely on the other healer to do it. Even if your other healer is a red mage.
Or another female Miqo'te.
Or another female Miqo'te, yeah, that's the best, when people are dying and you're just seeing two of them casting glare at the same time. Both of them having an internal bitch fight as to which one of the two has to do their fucking job.
There are some times when I'm the healer, particularly in like some of the less compelling content. Ow. Anchor, please. That like having a dead weight healer means you get to do something.
Yeah, that is that.
There's been a couple of Crystal Tower runs that I look over and like the person's like you have to res the second person to like the like if you're doing World of Darkness and people don't know how the do mechanic works. Like, and you gotta pick those people up. You pick up the first person with your swift cast because that's the easy one, and then you go look at the other person and they're still on the ground, and then you hard cast them back. And you just look over to the other healer, you're just like, did you swift cast your Stone 3 or something?
I've seen.
Well, like you get into those moments and it's just like, I finally get to do something in this content. I'm excited. I'm gonna be solo healing it.
Oh look, the Miqo'te's casting thin air, and she followed it up with glare. Oh, I see what's happening here. That thin air was just for her head, I guess.
They've kidnapped Sahagin. Only Sahagin, and it's only kobolds. Where are the Ixal? Oh, this guy gets his own cage. He was a problem.
They're taking Limson folk.
It's the Limsa Express. The Sahagin must be freezing cold. Man, I feel for that. Anchored, please.
Is it still real cold for you over there?
Let's see. It's almost at freezing. So it's warmed up.
So yeah, it's warmed up now.
I think it'd be like, I don't know, like -2C for you.
Okay. That's more
actually tolerable.
That's get your shorts on weather.
Yeah. They'll be interesting that a hacker's in the roulette. Typically they're just off doing mobs under the ground.
I have never run into a hacker in any content. It has only been in like the overworld.
Yeah. How do you even hack on a roulette?
That's actually what I'm curious about. Like, what did he do? That doesn't make them a hacker.
That's not a healer. That's not a hacker.
It's you can still have the new leaf when you finish Dawn Trail. I actually don't know how they've done it. I thought it removed after you finied Dawn Trail, but I've seen Dawn Trail. You can put it back on
yourself, I think.
Oh yeah, you can put it back on yourself. Okay, so that's how it was done then.
Also, with Dawn Trail, I think I think it's Endwalker that it falls off when you're done with Endwalker, rather than being, because I think the leaf for me fell off when I was doing Endwalker, when I was playing through the game, because Endwalker was current content.
I know it's like either clearing certain content or time. One or the other determines whether or not the leaf gets removed. I think it's I don't think it's 160 hours, but it's some measurement of time. I can really double check that. But there's usually 2 ways it gets removed. It usually depends on where you are in the actual main story and the time.
Tam Tower Deep Crop is optional?
Yes, sir. No, wait. No, it isn't. Tam Tower Deep Crop is not.
Not optional?
Hard mode is optional. The original is not,
Alright.
because it's the second dungeon in the game.
Alright, now. Oh, we're going.
Let's see, 168 hours seems to be the time limit. Let me see where it's supposed to leave in the game itself.
Well, the short answer is that there's multiple explanations for that, and hacking's not one of them. Well, I guess hacking could be one of them, but I would assume
What within the hack?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna risk my account stability by putting a leaf on my head.
If they were watching the cutscenes, that would be one thing. If it was a first time bonus, like Stola, Stola, what a black mage! I can't even be mad. She did it correctly.
Did battle the fucking black mages Nirvana had to deal with yesterday.
Oh my god, not wrong. Yeah, so if they have the leaf, then you can either put the leaf on or they haven't finished Endwalker, I would guess. And now, if they're watching the cutscenes, theoretically you can turn it on so that you're always watching cutscenes. If there is a first-time bonus for it, oh shit, going after me.
So there is actually an explanation for why that is as well. It is possible that they bought the book to skip some of the game.
That's a good point too.
Because it doesn't auto-complete the dungeons for you if you buy the book. It just lets you skip the story, so all those required dungeons are no longer required. So it could be they bought the book, then decided to go back and finish everything else off. Or they did a roulette and just happened to get a dungeon that was already unlocked, even though they hadn't done it.
They've unlocked the lift. Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
The enthusiasm in that one was fantastic. We haven't actually made that reference in a long time.
the lack of enthusiasm was in fact a nested reference to when we used to do it more often.
Oh, that's true, actually.
I think I would say knowing is half the battle, like an nauseating amount, and so like your desire to do the follow-up on it became less and less over the years.
Yes, I never remember. It's been such a long time. That's how I remember. And it is very weird. That's a very unique case to run into, but that's the only explanation I can think of as to why that would be the case.
It is a crazy weird happenstance. I agree with that. Oh, we have a limit break.
You stole it. You should be the one to use it here.
Sun does not heed the barking of feral dogs.
Yeah, when it comes to, like, again, the main reason I've probably never seen a proper hack. I mean, there has probably been hackers in, like, normal dungeons, but they're hard to see because all they're doing is hitting their combo frame perfect. Even though it's a bit weird to do that, but it's pretty much the only thing you would do. You wouldn't, like, go through the floor because they just click you on the party list and you get reported and you're done. It's that easy. And that's usually why they stay out at dungeons. They usually stay underground and kill fates from underground.
Yep. Farm materials for the market board, whatever.
Now, botting is something I would expect from normal dungeons. Especially now that trusts are a thing on just about all of them.
Yeah.
Gloves are off, huh?
Gloves are off.
Thought we were cold, but I guess we're stripping down. Which, I mean, is you stole us, I don't mind.
Nice. Yeah. I need to remember to put Alice and Estinian in the same party because they both yell "You underestimate me," and so like it looks like they're just like yelling the same thing in unison to people over and over, just killing the death with that one word. How much does a story skip? Like $30?
It's quite pricey. It may be around that range. I remember it was causing a lot of problems when the WoW Exodus happened, and a lot of people were like, "I'm not gonna bother my ass with the game. I just want to get to the content." And they bought this. I bought the skips, but then didn't fucking read a single tooltip, nor did they understand what half the fucking game's mechanics are. They then die over and over again, the shit that they could easily dodge, and then are like, this game is bad, I'm going back to World of Warcraft, which is a superior game in every way. And then like, alright, cool, good fucking riddance. Goodbye.
There's some real toxic
people. When they let you down again, don't come back. Because I can't really see that now, we're on Dawn Trail at the moment. But then again, you don't play story anyway, so maybe they'll actually enjoy it because it's, the combat content's actually some of the best we've had in a while.
Yeah, the Dawn Trail fights are good.
Yeah, that was a very dumb era. Sure, there's a few memes such as "Where are the heals?" Standing into
job skips
overlapping
have separate
AoEs.
costs. I didn't even think of that.
Ah.
So you can buy a story skip to get to the end, but then your job needs to be.
Man, I wonder how much money SE makes from that shit. Obviously not enough, because they're in trouble at the moment, but... Turns out rebuff money ain't doing too hot.
Shocker.
I don't know, man, maybe if you didn't have Nomura build his wild ride. I keep blaming Nomura. It's Nojima and Nomura, it's a dual effort this time.
Muscle memory to blame Nomura. Understandable.
I mean,
it's been his fault for so many years.
Yeah. Like, why did you put time travel into Kingdom Hearts, man? It was already a fucking mess as it is, but you've just ruined it. Like, now I don't give a shit because you've introduced time travel. Not anything can fucking happen ever.
We're doing shrinking first. Look at this.
That's weird. I have never had that.
I'm so little.
You're actually still doing okay damage despite being minied. Wait, do you not get a That is such a small damage reduction from being minied. I assumed it was huge. I've always been like last minute Andy on that one because I always thought
for the frog, it makes sense.
It's a Final Fantasy rule. If you're doing melee and you're small, you do 1 damage. So I've always assumed that was the case, but okay, I guess not.
Look at Thancred moving the boss. What a champ.
That's a good example of being Final Fantasy. I have never ever run into that. Dude, everybody's got DPS loss. What are you doing? You have 8 stacks you can get. Get back in there and hit the boss.
I just like jumping as a frog. Oh crap. It expires by itself?
It kind of has to, because if you don't get on the tile in time, then you're going to be stuck as a frog. Because it disappears eventually, so you can't reactivate it. So they have to let it drop off. Which, I mean, it lasted the entire underwater section, technically, because you went in that immediately.
I will not hold back.
Uh-oh. Oh, I had a lag there.
Oh, you're mega lagging. Oh my god.
Okay, we're back.
Oh, I think we're stabilizing. We're stabilizing.
Oh man,
Stream quality took a dip during that, but it didn't freeze.
Oh yeah, I dropped some frames. That was the internet then. That wasn't 14 for once. Hi, Sado. Hey, Magni. Must say I'm not a fan of the decor. How dare you? I also like that was. I think that was the throne. Thancred, come on. This is like one of the peak aesthetics in the game. I want this wallpaper as a housing item. That's why I love this shot. You open it up, and the boss is right there, just like, oh no, come on down. What's gonna happen? As I suspected, each tower contained a piece of his corpse. Normally, this is one of the most dangerous pulls in the game, but we're doing it one at a time, so you don't have to worry about it. Having the Asm Step crew as dungeon members would be pretty fun. Unfortunately, the only time they would have done it was running the what's that dungeon?
Ardum's Meld?
That's the one. I was gonna say the bird dungeon, but that doesn't help anything. And the whole point of Bard's Medal is that we were running it to prove we're worthy. So they don't even know how cool we are yet. Still enjoy how all of Ishtola's abilities are something of the 7th Dawn. Stone of the 7th Dawn. renamed everything. Come on. Nope, not that one. No, not that one.
You're mine. You're mine.
He's mine. Oh wait, it's Tancred, sorry.
It says.
It says, yeah, I didn't notice.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself, for you shall be mine.
Oh boy.
I mean, to be honest, Tancred, I'd like to hope he's yours. You are the tank.
You just have that macro bound to provoke. Every time you cast provoke, you just say you're mine. Oh, that would get old. That would get old so
boy.
fast.
People who, there are, this is a rarity, but there are still the odd individual who will macro any major attack. I know many of you do it via limit break, it's whatever, it's cringe cute, I can live with that, but sometimes...
Oh no! Orianji and his Shola got wrecked!
Oh god! What happened there?
Guys! Somebody watch
Why am
the
I
tape.
asking? Oh yeah, I'm watching the tape right now. Oh, they were... Oh, to the two enemies, they had their line AoEs right down the path.
Oh!
And I don't think the AI knew what to do. Because they're both dead on the path.
He's using Phoenix down! He's using Phoenix down!
My thanks.
Now he's just like, well, I gotta wait 7 minutes, you better use the Phoenix down yourself, buddy. Oh no, he's got another one! Oh my god!
That was embarrassing.
I don't think I've ever heard that voice line.
Ah.
Holy. We just unlocked something.
Secret deep lore. Tancred has Phoenix downs without cooldown. I suppose if this was out of combat, do you have a... Did they incur a cooldown if you use them outside of combat?
I think it's... If it's the same as potions, then there will always be a cooldown no matter what.
I don't know.
I believe it is the same as potions, so...
So he's got the cool Tancred shit going on.
Yeah, so you never want to use a Phoenix down if the combat is over. Unless you're Tancred, who can just use it whenever he wants.
Whenever he wants!
So you didn't get any EXP for that.
Yeah, you're right. It might have been. It was separate. It makes sense.
They probably programmed the get EXP for the map first, and then programmed the achievement afterwards.
Okay, bitches.
There's always 2 quadrants safe on the first one, but then there's only 1 in every following one.
Turn below. There it is.
They're already pre-positioned for this.
They know what's going on.
That's cheating. Shit, he can't do that.
Oh, you guys are really. They had a disregard for corners on that one. Who cast it at me? Thank God.
I don't have a mechanic to do. Also, are they doing it correctly? They're doing it correctly! Oh my god, they're actually doing it right. That's insane.
Actual competency. We're learning so much in this dungeon. I didn't expect any of this. Proper mechanics. Come on. It bothers me that they're going to the middle instead of the corners.
I mean, I guess it kind of shows that you can survive.
You could.
It is weird, though. It is weird, though. Because you think the circle on the ground marks it's like the limit of how far that expands,
like...
but... Also, I feel like they must have bumped the damage that Trust can do. This is sort of dying on time now. We're just skirting the edge. Okay, guys.
Look at them cool guys. We only need to go a little bit in then.
Maybe they actually did that on purpose to see if they could trip up players that are not paying attention.
A meta.
Because they might just stay close to them, not actually realize why they're standing where they're standing. And they may be on the wrong side. Uh-oh.
Nope, not enough.
Oh, that was quite close. That was quite close.
Oh, that was still arrows on that line. I thought I was about to be punished for my hubris live. Nope, just barely out of it. Reflective thought. Alright, what do you gotta say? We're all here. No one wished for such an abomination. The embodiment of Garlemald's hopes and dreams, eh? Orchestrated this chaos in order to be seen. Where is Xenos Fandaniel? What thought live in these countless vials? How could love for one... Academia. Okay. Oh, Imperial Magitech hand gone.
Gone? Your hand will be gone when you fire it because it'll be that powerful.
Ah! The chromite Magitech stuff that you get as the later crafters have these same models, but they don't have this coloration. But the only way to get this coloration is run this dungeon and you can't dye it. So, by and large, if you like the chromite looking stuff, you just get the crafted. But if there's a very specific color you're looking for, you may need to run Tower of Babil about 30,000 times to get the specific weapon you're hoping for. This has been a fashion update.
Farewell, Varus. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Come. The other two await.
He's just playing Simon right now.
This madness ends here.
Oh, hush. This is the best part.
Enough!
Oh, he said enough!
Oh, mighty Zodiac! Awaken from your slumber and descend!
Loon grows a face.
Some manner of magical defense?
Hi, Kryl.
Kryl? But how?
The shackles that bind my adversary will not be so easily broken.
For context, Heidelin right now is on like her final reserves of ether are gone dry. It's like she can't talk to people anymore. But she will possess a potato and drag her across the Garlean zone to talk smack. Who's your favorite Ascian? Why is it Vana?
Heidelin, feeble relic of a forgotten age.
Technically, it's an ancient. I know.
Hark! Victory is mine! Ether. And I was so close. My lord, a slight change of plans. We shall travel to the moon and break this wretched barrier ourselves.
Whatever it takes.
I'm gonna punch it.
What was that?
The final order issued by Anima to the Tempered Thralls. Should the Empire fall, the world must share her fate. Of course, Father lacked the conviction to give such a command. The abomination born of his flesh was but a puppet, and I the puppeteer.
You madman! You monster!
There's a funny joy in watching your flailing attempts to fight the inevitable. You're all going to die, and they're powerless to prevent it. We really must be on our way. You're welcome to give chase, provided you are content to leave comrade and tempered alike to die screaming.
I have asked too much of this child. Tend to her.
Make mashed potatoes.
The last brand at Mare Lamentorum is yet unbroken. Zodiac remains bound.
Flies in this weather.
I have shifted the flow of ether and sent the enemy far from their destination. Now, I shall divert it once more. An ally awaits, and I will deliver you unto him. Seek his aid. Restore the seal. Zodiac must not be set free.
The Tempered are running wild. Not only those at the tower, but those back at the camp. The others are doing their best to contain them, but the situation is growing beyond our control.
Leave them to die or give up the chase. Just like Fandaniel said.
Garlemold's fate is in your hand. Good luck, everyone else!
You're going alone?
Oh, there it is!
You have our trust and our faith. I pray we have yours. Our friends in the Tempered need our help. We will save as many as we can, I swear.
Once we have matters well in hand, we'll join you on the moon. Until then, be careful. There's no telling what you'll find.
Napping. She channeled a dangerous amount of ether, and that's to say nothing of the teleportation magics he must have used to get here. Yet Kryl and Hydaelyn both were clearly willing to take the risk. You're not for Kryl. Go forth and return, I prithee. We're moving out to rendezvous with the remainder of the contingent. Leave everything here to us. We've no time to worrying over what's done. Let's go. As I suspected. What did you suspect, Graha? I'll have to ask him later. Stand there for just a moment, please. Prayer. A prayer for good luck. Now you can't possibly fail. That may become important later. Of all the Tempered are affected, Julius and his comrades likely put up quite the struggle. We'll have to find a way to save them. We must. I pray only that we are not too late. In the meantime, may the 12 carry you to victory. You'll carry me to flying in Garlemald! My apologies, I was lost in thought. This device is of elegant design, which leads me to think I was right about Fandaniel. No matter what he claims, he still has an attachment to the trappings of his past. Whether knowing this will make your path forward clearer, I cannot say, but bear it in mind. Let us return to the task at hand. As Heidelin said, the flow of ether will transport you to Mare Lamentorum. We must hope this ally of hers can provide you with the necessary assistance to restore the seal before Xenos and Fandaniel arrive to stop you. It seems we are ever one step behind, but I have faith that you'll make up the difference. Know whatever awaits, our prayers are with you. Now go beyond the sky. Where do you get tooltip descriptions for minions? If you go into your minion page. Yeah, the minion guide.
Before Dalamud was forged to imprison an elder primal. The eldest of them all, savior of the star, was sealed within a moon of his own. Souls sacrificed to grant him life still slumber and dream of the day he and we will be made whole. Here he waits, in this cold, barren place, his cradle and his grave. Silent lamentations and prayers of hope echo soundlessly to a sundered star, adrift and alone.
You with me, Heidelin's champion. Mare Lamentorum music is still so good. My God, all my gear's white. I can't pull materia off of it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh, that's gonna bother me. So for minions, there's two descriptions. There's a description of the item itself that you use to unlock the minion. And then when you go into your minion guide, each minion will have a description of what it is. I think we'll give you stats on Lord of Verminion, and then if you hover over the image, there'll be a quote. Ancient spirit. You must return. Why? Oh. Oh no, I'm silenced. Why do I care? Get in there. He wants home. No touchies. Is that the cerulean hulls? Was cerulean blue or green? The color has more than 4 syllables. I don't understand it. These and other musings of the Warrior of Light. There, you're out there. Northeast. Yeah, you're in there. Yeah. Anyway. We got to the moon today. I didn't think we'd get to the moon today. It's fun. No steps echo through the looming spire, save your own, but you nevertheless sense a presence above. Go out on the balcony. It's the Watcher. Apologize, I've been preoccupied for quite some time and am out of practice at conversation. Ever since this moon was created by Hydaelyn, I have served as an integral part. I am the Watcher. I am responsible for the prisoner and the devices that hold him fast. There he is. Zodiark himself, a projection of the moon's core. Though rent asunder by Hydaelyn, he grows more powerful with every rejoining. 7 there have been, 7 too many. And yet, for all his servants' machinations, he remains incomplete. The fallen are beyond salvation. No attempt would be made to free Zodiark. Not until he is whole once more. But someone has taken action. The shackles that hold him nearly shattered. 6 locks to his jail, great and grand. Gargantuan swords driven deep to bind Zodiark forevermore. 5 are destroyed by his would-be liberator. 1 of these I have restored. I strive to mend the remaining 4, but my efforts are being impeded. Souls sacrificed to summon Zodiark, their manifestation, consequence of the waning seal. They labor in opposition to my work. They must be expelled for the preservation of all. I gotta go fight things. Keeping Zodiark in prison is the right thing to do. I will aid you. I will only resort to expelling of all souls. That is wrong. We will expel on a moment's notice. What is right and good? Ask 1,000 souls and receive 1,000 answers. I offer none. I am the Watcher and the Jailer. I am not the Judge. Know this, Hydaelyn commands the forces of stasis, and this moon is the product of such power. So long as Zodiark remains imprisoned in this place, no more sacrifices will be made in his name, nor will the souls rendered up in his name fade into oblivion. Go, meet with these wandering spirits. Do what you think is right. Oh, you have the next quest. Perfect. You must confront those lost souls, yes, but you need not expel them by might of arms. A feather touch, a firm word, simple methods may send them away, faint echoes as they are. Wear the strength of sentiment that drives them, however. Emotions that do not fade even with the passage of centuries. Nodding in agreement. And make haste, though yet distant, unwelcome guests draw closer. They're on the dark side of the moon. I guess the Warrior of Light is actually interested in being nice. So maybe we shall be nice as well. Perhaps it will suffice. No, not that one. This one. My gear's damaged! Should make it 2 levels before I need to do repairs. This is such a for a set piece. This is just so good. Get the planet there, the massive hole. So it's still cool. It's good to see this again too. I'd sort of forgotten the impact it had when you just walked up to it. The moon looking a little different in the modern times. Truly so long ago. What, when, where? Oh, he's forlorn. Hang on. We were happy, at peace with the star. We nurtured it, helped it grow. With our will, our creations. This one's somber. We were the star's beating heart, its life. Every soul a drop of blood flowing through its veins. To live, to learn, to create, to make better. The star flourished, as did we. Flat star theorists will think it's fake. As the whispers die, the final spirit fades. No shadows of times long lost remain around the drowning brand. Hello. The dog with Minfilia's haircut. An unusually lustrous dog is gazing at you with what seems to be fond anticipation. Appears to be waiting for you to follow it. Lustrous dog. Time to mount. Oh no, we're not yet. We're following. Drowning brand, the numbing brand, the crushing brand, the searing brand, the striking brand, and the biting brand. I guess this makes some of the walkways in Mare Lamentorum are devious if you don't know where to look or how to read the map. So bringing Argus up here does make sense.
Argus is an interesting name for a dog because there is a shopping brand in the UK called Argos.
Argus is the name of a planet from Warcraft Legion too, if I remember correctly. Which I think both 14 and WoW got that name from whatever piece of mythology. Oh wait a minute, hang on. I gotta go fishing. I need purple script. No one's gonna get this joke.
I understood that joke. But the only reason I understand it is I was just thinking there are better ways to get purple script than this. I'm just gonna go do the
Sadly,
other thing.
it's true. Fishing's the least efficient way to get garnering script. Oh my god.
They need to get fishing something else. Like, it's such a nothing burger gathering skill.
It is the you do it for vibes, and like you do it as a collector. Like, I'm gonna catch all the fish. And I guess if you don't have mining or botany, then sure, if you need to get stuff for gathering, then you're fishing. Argus Panoptes, all-seeing, was a giant in Greek mythology known for having 100 eyes, serving as the vigilant watchman for the goddess Hera. Interesting for the dog. Silently regards the spirit near the brand. You're temperamental. Wanted for naught, mourned for naught. So why did it have to end? Come on, target things. Yeah, yeah. Cyclops is one, and then Panoptes is... That's like all the eyes, basically. Final days taught us to fear a death forced upon us. The injustice of duties and dreams left unfulfilled. The grief of unexpected partings. Swift as darkness, cold as ash. Such tragedy, yet no catharsis. Such truth, yet no consolation. As the whispers die, the spirit fades. All is silent and still around the numbing brand. Alright, well, before we get too far into this, probably wrap it up for today. Particularly before we have to fly and then awkwardly have to ask Argus to fly us again. Oh, it's all the way up there. Thought there was one. Oh, there was one on this ledge over here back when there were more. Yeah, like there's a cheeky one like over here in the corner. But not anymore. It's not that big of a deal. You can go anywhere. And there's not a lot. Well, there was some fun exploring. It's probably still the one over here in this corner. Things to look forward to. But anyway, yeah, I'll be wrapping it. Next week, Zodiac, baby. Oh, yeah. As a reminder, I am not streaming Saturday. Do whatever you want Saturday. I mean, do whatever you want anyway, but, you know, if you're going to watch the stream, bad news, sorry. I mean, there's VODs and stuff if you're desperate, I guess, but, you know, do whatever you want. Alrighty, we're about to hit the midway point of Endwalker. I guess narratively. We're still like gonna be 83, so we're not even close to halfway in terms of like the level. But anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. I will catch you later.